It's time for Savings Appeal. Do you have cracks in your driveway or your business parking lot, but you don't want to break the bank repairing them? Affordable Driveway Sealant and Crack Repair, they can help. And here to show us how you can save your hard-earned money is co-owner Stan Anderson. How do you go about it? Tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, Seth, thanks for having us on the show. Really appreciate it. I love your program. I love how we can actually reach the public and tell people in the local area how or what's available to them.
It's all about the education, too, at the end of the day.
Exactly. We're trying to get the education across. So basically, you know, ours is kind of an emotional attachment. You know, we have a driveway or a parking lot surface that has never been repaired before. And most people think they can go out there and pave a surface and not have to maintain it. And like anything, we need to maintain it to make it last long. And that's the main idea.
Talk to us about the process, because you're right. We all have our driveway. We paid a lot of money for it. We bought the house. We think everything should be perfect. But over time, like anything, asphalt deteriorates. How does that happen?
Well, several issues. Number one, it's fatigue in so many different ways. Fatigue occurs from whether it's UV rays, whether it's heavy machinery coming on, or a dump truck coming by, or a large truck. And the main situation we have in New England, and our most problematic issue in all of the North, is the freeze and thaw cycles. Freeze and thaw cycles are water gets down underneath the asphalt, it erodes the subbase, and then next thing you know, what do you have? Heaving. Yes. We see it all the time. And then heaving creates cracking in a flexible surface. And you know, asphalt is simply porous. It's a porous surface, and we try to help people prevent that process from happening. That's what we're into.
There's a lot of different things and methods that you do to make that work. So let's talk about that process. When someone goes out, you know, it's the spring, and they say, you know what, so many cracks in this driveway, I need to do something.
Yeah.
What do you do?
Well, first, you know, we try to get there early enough. So, you know, you have a new asphalt surface that's been paved, such as yours we were talking about earlier, and we want to make sure we maintain that through the life of the asphalt surface, whether it's a driveway or parking lot. So we go out and we try to minimize the amount of water or moisture that gets below the surface. That water will, as I said, erode the surface, erode the subbase, and then as it erodes the subbase, it causes a pocketing of water. That pocketing heaves and cracks the surface. Of course, there are other issues, such as seal coating, part of what we do as well. We can go over that whenever you'd like, but the main idea with seal coating is that we're trying to prevent items from that get on the surface that cause damage to it, such as the melting agents that we use in the wintertime to keep our driveways real pretty and slip-free. You know, in addition to that, we also have our accidental exposure of fuel from our lawnmower or our snowblower in the wintertime that ends up on the surface and starts to really quickly deteriorate, or your car that's dripping oil. Those are things we want to prevent from which truly chew up the surface of the asphalt.
Now we have some pictures. They're before and after pictures, and I'd love to show everybody at home them. So this is a great example of, you know, your average home, a driveway. This
driveway here is a driveway that was paved probably about 10 years or so, and you can see the cracks that started to form. Left to right in your screen, you can see a crack forming across, and this has already been filled. So hot rubber has been melted, the cracks have been cleaned out, all the weeds has been cleaned out, anything that would allow water to get down into it, and then the hot rubber has been melted and applied directly across the asphalt surface. You can see a little bit behind that by the garage doors, there are oil spots in 2 areas. What we do is we burn that off to remove the actual oils from that, and then we seal that. This is all in preparation for seal coating, but it can be done without seal coating.
Now, and the after photo we have right about here, this is what it looks like when you and your crew have done what looks like an amazing, it looks like a brand new driveway.
Yes, and that's the best part. You know, when you see a new asphalt surface, you see basically aggregate and asphalt mixed together, which creates that fresh black look. But of course, sun and oxidation by weather and elements, what does it do? It makes it look like that driveway we saw a moment ago. But this right here is what you see is a surface that is prepared and sealed. And you know, when you have oil dropping on it or fuel drops on it, what occurs is it'll start to chew the surface. But this seal coating, not only does it fill the micro cracks, but it also begins to, or prepares the surface, prevents it from the fuel getting inside.
This is one of those things too. If someone's looking to sell their home down the line, and you have a driveway like the one that we saw on the left,
curb appeal.
Right, when you're driving up to look at that house, if the driveway doesn't look that great, you're less inclined to enjoy the house.
You spend all this money on a home, you have a beautiful landscape, you try to keep your yard nice. Next thing you know, your driveway goes, and you don't think about that as being part of your whole appeal from the curb. And what a lot of our business owners and customers do is they don't realize the benefits of actually having that. And I like to drive home to a nice driveway myself, and of course, you know, we have a nice driveway. But in addition, you know, when you look at the value long term, you say to yourself, not only is the structure aesthetic, but it's also purposefully protecting it from new cracks forming, creating new cracks. And
it doesn't just look good, it really helps to preserve the life of your home. Now we have another one here, we just saw the before, and this is the after. And once again, it just looks brand new.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's exciting to actually provide that, because we hear a lot of customers come out and say, wow, I didn't believe this was possible. And really what you see on your left side there, I believe it's our left here, is the oxidation. That whitening or graying of an asphalt surface is where it oxidizes. So it's basically losing, almost like steel that rusts. It's the same concept. So what we're doing is we're actually preventing that or fixing that oxidation issue and preventing anything from happening forward.
Now, it's not just rental properties. There's a lot of business owners out there
goodness, yeah.
with small parking lots, and that's one of those things. If I'm going to go give someone my business, you want it to look good, and it's the same thing with curb appeal. So we have here, once again, a small parking lot, and this is the before.
In this owner right here, this is an example of an owner and that's the after right there, and didn't want to actually do seal coating on their surface. They just wanted to do crack repair, and maybe you can see some of the crack repair, but most of all, their customers are driving up, and they're saying, I don't know where to park. I'm trying to find the parking spot and I can't find it. Or a handicapped person is coming up and trying to drive up to the parking space and trying to figure out where to get out what side of the car.
And whether it's aesthetics or liability reasons.
It's huge.
It's so important that this stuff gets done. So if people are interested in your services and your products, how can they get in touch with you?
Best way, take a look at our website, before and after pictures, affordabledrivewaysealing.com. So affordabledrivewaysealing.com, or directly call us at any time. Of course, it's 413 because we are a local company, but it's 636-5619.
It's great. A lot of people, we put bushes and shrubs to make our home look good, but this is something that they can do that's not only aesthetically pleasing, it also has a great functional purpose. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having us. I appreciate it.
It's a pleasure having you here. And if you want more information, you can visit them online, affordabledrivewaysealing.com, or give them a call, 413-636-5619. And I see.
Thanks for having us. This is a gift from us to you, my friend. So we can use you on the job. Just put this on, and you'll be you'll be a good use to us out there.
I'd love to work with you. I don't know how good I would be at the job.
We'll find a place for you.
Yeah, so trying is half the battle. Hey, it's a pleasure having you here.
Thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Take care.
Come on back.